Hello, guys. It's week one, Stormers vs. Tigers. Hope you enjoy. All right, returning it. He's breaking ankles, and he goes out of bounds. All right, throws it to the wide open, caught. Jukes past to the defender. He might take it all the way in, and he might will. And he will. Touchdown. First touchdown of the season and kick, and that is no good. All right, kicks the ball, returns it, running. He's going. He'll score. Unfortunately, he got fumbled. Oh, and he'll score back. This is a heated game against the Stormers and Tigers, and that's a defensive touchdown. All right, 2-point conversion, throws it wide open, and 2-point good. All right, he's kicking it off. All right, catches it, and he'll get tackled. Throws it to the ground, incomplete. All right, hike. Now he's looking for someone to throw it to. The wide receiver could not catch it, so that will be an interception. Oh, holy ankles. He will take it all the way in. And that's a touchdown, once again. All right, kicking it, and no good. All right. The kickoff, and that's a touchback. All right, throws it to the wide open wide receiver. He gets shoved out of bounds. And wide receiver jumped a little bit too early, and that's incomplete. Throws it, and that will be an interception once again. Not looking too good for the Stormers. All right. Looking for somewhere to throw to. He throws it, and that will be a catch. All right. He tries to run, but unfortunately he can't. He has to wait a little bit, and he runs for the first down. 2-yard gain. All right. Throws it. Unfortunately, the wide receiver could not catch it. It was a little bit behind, but whatever. All right. Gives the wide receiver a second chance, and then he takes it all the way in, and that's a touchdown. All right, hikes it, kicks it, and that is no good. All right, kicking it, and he returns it, looking for blocks. Unfortunately, gets tackled. 1-yard gain. All right, hiking it. He throws it, and it's an intentional grounding. 17-yard penalty. All right, hiking it, and he gets safety. So that's a sack. Here's the instant replay. All right. Catches the return. Jukes him out. And he gets shoved out of bounds. And that's an 8-yard gain. All right, hiking it. Throws it to the wide open wide receiver, but he unfortunately dropped it. Throws it to nobody. Hikes it. Looking for someone to throw it to. Tosses it up. And that will be intercepted, unfortunately. And a turnover. All right, the other team's ball. Let's see if they can. And that would be the worst pass ever. Throws it to the ground, incomplete. I think he threw it, but one of the rushers swatted it. So yeah. Anyways, punt returning. turnover on down. So yeah. Oh, Juki now, and unfortunately gets tackled. The wide receiver wasn't paying attention, so that's incomplete. Throws it wide open to the wide receiver. He runs it and gets tackled. 30-yard gain. That was straight to the DB. I don't know how he not intercepted that. Incomplete. All right, hikes it. Oh, wide open. How did the wide receiver not catch that? That's crazy. But anyways, punting it and 39-yard lose, I think. All right, incomplete. Runs it, tricks the defenders, but how did wide receiver not catch that? That's crazy. This server is full of people with butterfingers. Like, I swear to God. Like, how are these throws not catchable, bro? Alright. Gets tackled. There's only one wide receiver. So, throws a comeback, and that is caught. 51-yard gain. Hiking it. And wide receiver with the slant, but that was a little bit too overthrown. He could have chest passed it, throws it, wide open, and tackled. QB's trying to run it, and he will. And that is a touchdown. Alright, kicking it, and that is no good. Alright, kickoff. Catches the kickoff and return. Juking out, and he fumbles it. The defense recovers it, and that's a turnover. Hiking it. Throws it, but the wide receiver unfortunately drops it. Alright, looking for someone to throw it to. The wide receiver drops it. Quarterback has no wide receivers that can catch, so he might as well just run it, and he will. Jukes out the rusher. Dives in for the touchdown. 16-yard touchdown. Alright, kicking it. And that will be good. Alright. Kickoff. Alright, returns it. Jukes out the defender and 1-yard gain. That was a crazy ankle breaker. Alright, quarterback has nowhere to throw it to. Throws it to a wide open wide receiver. How did he drop it? That's crazy. Bro, none of the Stormers wide receivers can catch the ball. That was the easiest catch I ever seen. Throws it. Intercepted. And touchback. Turnover. Alright, here's the instant replay. And he mosses the wide receiver with a one-hand catch. That's crazy. To be honest, if that was me, I would uninstall the game. Wide receiver drops it incomplete. Throws it. And that was a dime by the quarterback. Alright, hiking it. Alright, wide open. That's a 13-yard touchdown. Sorry, I think I accidentally skipped the extra point, but it doesn't even matter anyways because it was no good. Turns it. That was a little lag. My bad. Alright, hiking it. Throws it. And that was a bad pass. Alright. Looking for someone to throw it to. Jukes out the rusher. And unfortunately, he gets sacked for a safety. Alright. 3-yard gain. Throws it wide open. Caught. He stole his pass, but whatever. He was so mad that he stole his pass, he left the game. Alright. Throws it. Caught. 19-yard gain. That was the craziest slant the whole game, and that's a touchdown. All right, no good. Kicking it off. Returned. I don't even know why I died for nothing. That's crazy, Ernest. All right. Dropping back. Throws it. Incomplete. All right, throws it. A lob. And that was intercepted. That was the craziest interception the whole game, probably. Look at the instant replay. He just went up for it and just caught it. The wide receivers or the DBs did not even catch that. And that's a touchdown. To be honest, should that be the thumbnail or the one-hand catch for the interception? The other one. That's no good. Alright. Kicking it off. Touchback. Hikes it. Throws it deep. And incomplete. That was kind of maggable, but whatever. Throws it. Incomplete once again. Oh, caught. 43-yard gain. I thought he dropped it for a second. Alright, throws it to wide open wide receivers, but unfortunately that is intercepted again. Alright. 20 seconds left on the clock, I think. He throws it. That looks a little bit too high. And incomplete. Alright. I think this is the last play of the game. I'm not pretty sure, but it probably is. Alright. Quarterback looking deep. Bombs it. And that is a little bit overthrown, but it doesn't matter. Because the Ohio Tigers mercy ruled the Pennsylvania Stormers, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, Ohio Tigers win the first game of the season, so yeah. Alright, these are the rewards. Alright. Who gets MVP? The first game of the season. And that goes to Roblox Sports League, which is me. But anyways, see you guys in the next video.